Okay, we have sum and difference formulas for cosine. We have this formula, which is cosine of alpha plus beta equals cosine alpha cosine beta minus sine alpha sine beta. You're gonna switch, remember that to switch. I want you to memorize and always remember the formula. Cosine of the sum is cosine cosine minus sine sine. Cosine is greedy. Cosine cosine minus sine sine. But sine will be sine cosine and then cosine sine. Remember that. And also we're going to switch from positive to negative. Anyway, we have this angle, cosine of 75. We're going to split 75 to two famous angles. So let's do it as cosine of 45 plus 30. It could be 20 and 55. It could be 5 and 70, but we're looking for famous angles. We don't have trouble to find the ratio for it. So it would be cosine of 45 plus 30. Okay, so we apply this formula. So cosine minus sine sine. Let's do that here. Cosine minus sine. Cosine of 45, cosine of 30. Sine of 45, sine of 30. So cosine of 45, as you know, it's the square root over 2, or 1 over square root of 2. If you don't remember, bring the isosceles right triangle and apply Pythagorean Theorem. That's 1 unit, and that's 1 unit. This is 45 degrees, this is 45 degrees. Hypotenuse must be 1 square plus 1 square is 2, and it's going to be square root of 2. Remember that. So if you want to find sine of 45, would be 1 over square root of 2. It's the same as square root of 2 over 2. If you multiply by the conjugate, square root of 2, the numerator and denominator will be 1 times square root of 2 is square root of 2, and square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2. It's the same as square root of 2 over 2. Cosine of 30. Cosine of 30 is the square root of 3 over 2. And also sine of 45 is the square root of 2 over 2. Sine of 30 is a half. Then we're going to combine these together. Square root of 2 over 2 times a half. And we're going to combine this together. Square root of 2 times square root of 3 over 2. Square root of 3 times square root of 2 is the square root of 6. Divided by 2 times 2 is 4. And 1 times square root of 2 is square root of 2. Divided by 2 times 2 is 4. Then you could take the common denominator, which is 4. And the numerator will be square root of 6 minus the square root of 2. Please do not subtract square root of 6 minus square root of 2. And you tell me that it's going to be square root of 4. No, just keep it like that because you cannot subtract radicals. Okay.